Hey guys, this is Einar. I hope you're doing great today and welcome to your 12th tutorial in Basic Statistics in Excel. Now in this tutorial we're going to talk about diagrams that describe the frequency distributions in a material like this, and they are called polygons. The thing about the polygons is they only describe frequencies, and that's why we have saved the ungrouped frequency table we created in our last tutorial, which is really convenient for us when we're going to create this polygon. So what we first do is we select the data that we want to describe first, which is the frequencies. We go to Insert, we choose Line, and we create a line graph like this. Now what we get is a pretty good looking graph, but it doesn't make very much sense for other people since they haven't been working with our data. This doesn't tell them anything. So we need to fill this with some more information so people will understand what we're working with. Now I usually just delete this because I don't think it makes any sense to have it there right now. First we right click, we choose select data, and what we need to do now is we need to go to edit for this horizontal category axis labels. We don't want it to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here. We want it to say the series numbers that we have, so it makes sense because these are the ages we are looking for. So what we do is we choose edit, and we get this new little menu here where we can choose an axis label range. And since our axes are placed in cells in Excel, we can use them in the same way we use data. And you notice here when I marked this and entered it into here, it automatically updated. So now we have 12, 13, 14, 15, etc. the ages that we are looking for. So we click OK. We click OK once more. And wow, we have a polygon. Now there's some more stuff we can do to make this even more clear for the user. If you click one of these tops here at the polygon, you see that all the data points where the series changes from 12 to 13 to 14, etc. Are selected. What we do is we right click on this and we choose Format Data Series. In this menu we can choose to enter some small squares or balls or something here that shows data that changing points more clearly. So we go to marker options. The second option here, marker options, and choose built-in, and I like to use circles when I do this. The size 5 is just fine. We could change the sizes here. We can have them really large if we want, or we can have them really small, but I like size number 5. I think that's clear enough. So we close it and we look. Now we have data points here. We might also want to add some numbers here so we can see what number is this. We can see it's number 2, but when you have very large data sets with a huge variety of numbers, it actually might be difficult to see. So what we do is we click on these once more, we right click, and we choose Add Data Labels. So what Excel does now is adds data labels for us, but I don't think it looks very good that it's on to the right like this, because then these numbers end up in the covered by the line. So what we do is we click on once on these numbers, just click once, you right click and you choose Format Data Labels. And in this label position area we can choose where the data labels are placed. We can place in center, right on the dots, we can place them to the left, to the right, but above. I think above will look the best in our case. So I close this and I have my first polygon. That's one type of polygon we can use, which kind of shows the trends moving along the different age categories that we have. But there's also something called the cumulated polygon, which is based on the cumulated frequencies, and we're going to create one of those. We click first there, we select the data we're interested in, we choose Insert, and just like with the polygon, we choose the line graph here, and we get our first initial graph, which is an accumulated polygon. You can already see the difference here compared to the normal polygon, where this one shows the accumulation of frequencies over the year categories that we have. But we have to go through the same procedure here because we don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Here we want the categories that we've created in our table. So what we do is we begin by deleting this, and we right click, we choose Select Data, just like before. On the horizontal category axis labels, we choose Edit, and we go over and select our series here. And you don't see it right now, but if we click OK and click OK once more and go down here, we see our series have been updated. So now we can actually see the age categories we have here. As before, I want to add these little balls here to show the changes. So I try to find a point that kind of stands out. I click on that once, I right click, and I choose Format Data Series. I go down to marker options, I choose the built-in options, and I choose whatever I want, but I like circles, and I think the size 5 is great for this purpose then. If I, as before, want to add some numbers above here so we can see how big the steps are, we go here and we add the data labels. As before, they are placed to the right. I don't like that personally. I want to move them. So I format, I'll do that again so you can see it. I'll format the data labels and I choose to place them above my dots here. So I close my menu and I see I have the labels. Another option you can do is delete these lines. I usually do because I think it looks, I don't want too much information in my graphs, so I usually just delete these. But that's totally up to your own taste. So basically that's how you create a polygon and a cumulated polygon using ungrouped frequency table based on our raw data set that we have just been working with. I hope you have a good day. I hope to see you in the next tutorial, tutorial 14th, and I wish you just the best of luck. Enjoy playing around with these. Bye bye.